something about you. How do you want me to put your name? Like we might put your name next to a picture.
It's AJ AYE
ADAYE.
AYEJAYE.
It's
Try to
AJ.
start over.
Okay. ADY.
AY.
AY.
Okay, AY.
AYE
AYE.
JAYE.
JAYE. Okay, that's your.
That's my first name.
Okay, that's your first name.
Siaki po yaya.
Okay.
Jennifer Millie.
Jennifer is the middle name. JENNIFER.
Yeah.
Okay. And your last name.
MELEI.
LEI.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
And
right.
your husband?
PAULO.
B.
L.
P. Yeah, AULO.
Jana.
Yeah.
That's it. The same last name.
MELCI.
MELEI.
EI.
Thank you.
Millie.
Okay.
That's a little better.
Who's the little one?
Ariel.
Ariel. ARIAL.
It's AER.
Oh, sorry.
It's got the front.
Okay. And this handsome gentleman?
Oh, my name is Terrestrial.
Terrestrial.
Yeah.
Spelled just like we do in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
All right.
TERRESTERRIAL.
TRIAL.
TRIAL.
Terrestrial.
Terrestrial.
Trial.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. How old are you?
15.
15. Okay, grand.
17. 17.
17. I misunderstood. We don't want to get away with that, do we? I won't ask you your age, but what's your name?
My name's Jacinta.
Jacinta. Okay, I've got her.
Okay, you've got her name?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dad's name is SIANAVA.
My name is Sianava.
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 How did you say it?
Sianava.
Sianava.
I know how to pronounce Samoan.
I'm sorry. I heard him say it differently.
He'll teach
And
you.
this beautiful girl,
Jana.
She's my granddaughter. Introduce yourself.
what is your name?
JANN.
Too shy.
All right.
Her name
that's
is
okay.
Jana Letitia.
And this beautiful young woman?
My name is Celestial.
Look at the camera.
No, she doesn't have to look at the camera. We know how to spell that name. And your name?
Lorianne.
Lori Ann.
Lorianne, yeah.
How do you spell it? Is it all one word?
Yeah.
L-O-R?
RIANN.
L-O-R-I-A-N-N. Got it? Okay. Good. That ought to do that. That way we'll know whose picture is who when we print it.
ANN. Lori.
I got it. Okay. And I need to put your last name by all those kids.
Yeah. It's only them that's got a different last name.
You can have their last
But
name.
all of them are Sianavas.
Okay. Very good. Let me get my computer set up to take notes. Okay. I wish I could remember some of the details that you told us this morning. Sister Ripplinger, maybe you might want to start with the questions to get us started.
All right. So you started out in Samoa.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you were both raised in Samoa?
Yep. Me and my husband were both raised in Samoa. He was born in the gospel, but I was converted. And I was 16, 17 years old.
Right. I think you told us a little bit about your conversion, but I,
Well, let's
Yes.
before we get to conversion. When and how did you meet?
You want me to tell them? It's practically, we were in the same ward. I was converted in the gospel, but while I was on my way in the gospel, he was in his mission. So I think it was months. Hey, I can't remember how many months since I've been in the gospel, and then I've heard youth talking about, oh, there's missionaries coming back home, and in my mind, as a converted person, I have no idea what that is.
Were you converted in Samoa while he was away on his mission?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So I said to them, oh, what's that? You know, and they started explaining me that there are young men that go on a mission, and when they come back, they look for wives. And I said to them, oh well, they won't look at me because I'm converted. You know, that was on my mind. I didn't
you
even.
didn't think you ever could get married?
Yes.
Oh,
But at that time too, I was a bit really young. I was still in college.
yeah.
And then he came back. He was working on so many callings. I've noticed that he was really strong in the gospel. And then was really strong in the gospel. And then later on, he asked me to go help with him. It was shocking, but I said yes. You know, I didn't even believe it because in my mind, from my friends at church, they say they have to look for other returned missionaries. They won't look at us that are that didn't go on missions.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to make a story short, then we went out for 3 years. We dated for 3 years, and then we got married. So in 1991, we had our first child.
When did you get married? What year?
We got married in March, in the beginning of the March the 23rd, 1991. And then we had our child later on that year.
Good.
Who was the first child?
AJ, Jennifer, yeah.
And what year?
1995, 29th of September.
Mom, 91. I was born in 91.
91.
You said 95.
Oh, sorry. 1991. On the 29th of September.
Okay.
So then the second one, which is Josiah, that's one of our sons, which is about to get married in April next year. So he was born on
He's getting married this coming April?
yes, this
Oh,
coming April.
great.
Yeah, on the 2nd of April.
Oh. And that's in Samoa?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Samoa.
You'll go back for the wedding?
Yeah, we're planning to
Oh,
go
wow.
back
Wow.
It's a big
later
deal.
in March. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, we won't go through all of the children because that would take hours.
I know.
I got 7.
So,
So
yeah.
But
I just want the names though. So you got Josiah, and you've got Jenny,
The oldest one is Jenny,
and
and then Josiah,
and then
Agnes. She's in San Pablo Mission in the Philippines. And then Felita, who is at the moment he's serving in Hamilton.
say the name again. How do you spell it?
Felita, Filita.
Okay.
Yeah, Felita.
In what mission?
Hamilton.
Hamilton Mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the little ones that you just met.
The others. Okay.
The twins, and then Lorianne.
That's grand. I wish that I could rewind the day
Yeah,
because
I'll try and just start from there. Then
would you?
when we were there, and since they were young, they got goals. You know, my oldest one wanted to be a lawyer, the other one wants to be a pilot.
This
And
is in Samoa.
yes, when we have our family meeting, that's what they told us. And then me and my husband talked, and then we said, oh, well, they're not going to achieve it here. You know, back in Samoa, education was so expensive. So we made a choice to put our papers into the quota, which is something that's done between New Zealand and Samoa. We fill out forms and put it in a ballot, and they have to choose from the computer whether you're lucky or not. And then we got lucky in that quota. Then we came in 2006. We moved to New Zealand 2006 on the 1st of July, 2006, yeah. We got here on the 1st of July, which is Lorianne's birthday. That's when she turned 6. And then they went straight to school. So, yeah. Wala si may kawang aloy ha.
So I've heard New Zealand education is expensive. It's a lot worse in Samoa then.
Well, in the primary and the college one here, they're a bit good. It's only when they go up to university that will be really expensive. That's when they pay for their own education through student loans and stuff like that. But back in Samoa, they won't get anything like that. Yeah, nothing. So that's the only reason.
How high of an education would have been offered in Samoa?
Well, they will be offered university, but we can't guarantee that we'll have the money to send all of them to university, you know, that they wanted. But coming here, it was, well, 3 of our children went to university. The only reason why they left that this one had an accident, and then she has to drop school. Yeah, in her
Right,
third year
right.
for a law degree, and the other one, well, Josiah, he's moved to. Went on his mission and came back and wanted to go back to Samoa and married a girl from the island. So we can't stop him from doing that. And then the other one was.
Is Josiah in Samoa now?
Yes. And Agnes, she was in university too, but she has to stop it and go and do her mission first before she comes back and finish it. So, yeah, but these 3 are not even finished from college. So it's practically really good because, to my knowledge, if it was in Samoa, no one of them will be going to university because we don't have the money to take them to university. But they managed to do that here because they can access, or there are a variety of ways they can access education, tertiary or university. So, yeah.
Okay, so you were telling us that your husband was bishop in Samoa.
Oh, yeah. He was a bishop back in Samoa for 8 years. Yeah, that's when our children were really young, like this age. And he became bishop in, what year was it? Yeah, we pick up boy Samoa.
1998.
98 or 97. It's somewhere around 97 or 98 to 2005. What year is it?
Stop it. 97.
It's
Oh, yeah,
97. 97
That's
to
okay.
2005. He got released from being a bishop in 2005, and then we moved here 2006.
August.
The 3rd of August 1997.
Yeah. So yeah. We waited until he's released from his calling, and then we put in our papers, and he got lucky.
Yeah.
So you had known while he was serving as bishop that you wanted to move to New Zealand.
Excuse me.
While he was serving as bishop,
Yeah.
the desire came to you to move to New Zealand,
Yeah. It was.
or is it
Well,
before that?
That's another picture because my parents were already here. They've been here for 20 to 30 years.
When did
And
they
they
move
wanted
here?
us to come. That's when we only had 4 children. They wanted us to come, and then we said, I said yes, but my husband said he doesn't want to come because he likes it back home, and his parents is back in Samoa. But I was that kind of wife that he could, let's go, you know. And then he was called as a bishop. Well, it's another testimony of it. Can you explain it today?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes, yes.
Yes, please.
Well, you know, every family in the island, they really want to come overseas for the future of their children.
Yeah.
And my wife was eagerness to do that as well, because all of her family is already here. Her parents, brothers and sister, they're already here. And her mom came over to the island, that was 94. Is that 94 and 95?
Oh, yeah, 94.
And her mom came to the island in 1994, and she wanted us to move here in New Zealand. And I don't want to do that because I love staying in Samoa with my parents and my siblings. But my wife really wants to come here every night, every day. She keep on doing that, asking me, Dad, can you say yes to my parents? And her parents are already here. And I said to her, no, I don't want. First, I want to stay here and serve in the church. Second, I love my family, my parents. And then her mom said, there's a church here. You can come and attend the church here. And you can support your family when you come here. And I said, no. But my wife didn't know anything about I dreamed about.
He's been dreaming about.
God sent me dreams, maybe 5 times. I was dreaming about becoming a leader of the world. But I didn't reveal it to her. I only put it on the notebook. My first dream that day, I was driving a big bus. I was driving a bus, and none of them on the bus, only two of them,
You know.
the old man and the old woman, I know them in my world. But the rest of the people, I don't know all of them. I was driving the bus, and end up, when I went outside and I came back, the other person is driving the bus. And that old lady tapped me on the shoulder and said to me, I want you to go back and drive the bus. I said, why? Because you hold the priesthood, and you're the one that can do that. And you drive better than that guy. And then, okay. And I asked the driver, I'll come back to drive the bus. And then after that, I woke up and recorded in my notebook, and I know exactly what that means to become a leader of the world. My other dream, when I came to church, there's a letter on the table, Bishop's table, and I look at it, to Bishop Sianama. And that's the end of that dream. The other dream, I was sitting after church, I was sitting having the lunch with my family, and the state executive secretary came over to my house and said to me, Sianava, the state president wants you to come for your interview. And I said, for what? I don't know. And then that's the end of that short dream, and I recorded it down. And then I came across another dream. I was walking, because our home is not that far away from, let's take maybe 5 to 6 minutes from my home